Welcome to my 6th ever Wild Watches video. Today, I will be talking about the movies I watched in the month of June. I will talk about them individually starting now. The first movie I watched was Sharknado. It has not held up well. Well, to be fair, it didn't really hold up well when it first came out. It is an overhyped cult classic. The sequels are better. The second movie I watched was Dogs. Now, Dogs, it's okay. It's one of the ripoffs of Jaws. This is from 1976, based off a novel from around, I think, at the same time. I have the novel, I have not read it yet, but I want to soon. It's okay. Cheesy, but okay. The third movie I watched was The Pack from 1977. The remake is coming out tomorrow. By the time I edit and upload this video, it might already be out. I heard the remake kinda sucked, but this movie is classic. It's one of the best killer dog films I've ever seen. I also have the novel that it was based off of. I haven't read it yet. I also watched The Pack twice, once with my father, once by myself. Me and my dad watched it up in the cabin. The fourth movie I watched was also with my father, was Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It's still a very fun, entertaining, born-to-be classic kind of movie. The fifth movie I watched was with me, my dad, my mom, and I think my brother. It was Pride, Prejudice, plus zombies. It's a pretty fun time. It's funny, has some good gore for PG-13, and I didn't have that many major problems with it. The sixth movie I watched was Razorback, the Australian killer pig film. That already sounds stupid, but I assure you it is a great, atmospheric, disturbing, and very engaging horror film. The seventh movie I watched was with my grandfather because he really wanted to see it. That is In the Heart of the Sea. Now this is one of my favorite Moby Dick movies. And it's not even really about Moby Dick, it's more of an origin story or a precursor to Moby Dick. The eighth movie I watched was The Conjuring. I was watching this to prepare for The Conjuring 2, and it still doesn't scare me that much. It's a great film, just not that scary to me. The ninth movie I watched was The Revenant. Wow, that is all I can really say. I said this on Facebook after watching it. Wow. The 10th movie I watched was Deep Blue Sea. This is the first time I watched it on Blu-ray. Looks great. And as for the film, my second favorite shark film it undoubtedly is. The 11th movie I watched was The Conjuring 2. This one scared me. You should totally check out my review for it. I really enjoyed this movie. And it was very scary. I saw it in the theater. The 12th movie I watched was The Terror Within. This is a pretty damn fun alien ripoff. I actually prefer it over Forbidden World and Galaxy of Terror. The 13th movie I watched was Troll Hunter. I watched this with my brother and mother and my brother's girlfriend, but it was a very fun movie. Very well done with the whole found footage angle because it didn't have tons of shaky cam, and it has amazing effects for such a low budget. The 14th movie I watched was The Terror Within 2. This was about as good or maybe even a little bit better than the first. They're not great movies by any means, but they are very fun and disturbing in some aspects. The 15th movie I watched was The Shallows. I saw this in theaters. It's most likely going to be my third favorite shark film as of now that went to theaters, and I love this movie. And yes, for me, there's a difference between shark films that went to theaters and Sci-Fi Channel shark films. The 16th movie I watched was Wrong Turn. I haven't seen this in a while and I forgot how awesome it really was. The 17th movie I watched was Dracula Untold. My mom has been dying to see this movie, and after I saw it with her, I gotta say it's badass. And the 18th movie I watched was Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. It's better than the first one, I think. It's a lot more engaging, a lot more fun, and a lot more gory. And that is it. That is all the movies I watched in the month of June. Stay tuned for July. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below, and to leave comments and subscribe.